you ever been surrounded by people, your family, friends, maybe even roommates, and still felt completely alone? Like there's a part of you that nobody really sees, nobody really understands, and you can't shake it, no matter what you do. That's the feeling I want to talk about today. The kind of loneliness that doesn't come from being physically alone. It comes from somewhere deeper, somewhere quiet that you can't explain. You might have a family, maybe siblings who check in, maybe parents who love you, but still, there's this invisible weight on your chest. It's like carrying a thought you can't share, not because no one wants to listen, but because it feels too vague to put into words. It's not sadness, it's not depression, though it can feel like both. It's just a hollow sort of ache, a quiet loneliness that sits with you even in the middle of life, even when everyone around you is talking, laughing, living. Part of it is expectation. You're told that if you have people around, if you're connected, you shouldn't feel lonely. But that's not how our hearts work. Loneliness doesn't need an empty room. It thrives when there's a mismatch between the world outside and the world inside. You might be physically close to people, but emotionally, spiritually, mentally, you feel distant. Maybe you're living alone now. Maybe your family is busy or far away. Maybe you feel like you can't tell them the way you really feel without sounding too much, too heavy, too strange. And that's okay. That's human. Sometimes the feeling doesn't have a reason. You might wake up on a Saturday morning and just feel it. A quiet emptiness. You can't explain why it's there. You can't name it, but it sits. That's because loneliness isn't always about circumstance. It's about connection. Connection with yourself. Sometimes, the hardest person to connect with is you. And that's why it can hit hardest for young adults living alone. We're learning who we are, what we want, how to survive in the world. And all the while, we're carrying these invisible emotions we can't always explain or even share. So, what do you do when this feeling hits? First, don't panic. Don't force yourself to fix it immediately. Sit with it. Notice it. Name it if you can. Write it down, record it, even whisper it to yourself in the dark. Acknowledging the feeling doesn't make it stronger. It makes it real, and that's the first step toward understanding it. Connect with others in small ways. Not every conversation needs to be deep. Sometimes sharing a song, a joke, or a quiet moment is enough. And remember, even if it feels like it, you're not alone. You're just carrying a feeling many people feel but don't talk about. Feeling alone when you're not is part of being human. It doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It doesn't mean your life is broken. It just means you're aware of yourself, your thoughts, your emotions. And awareness is the first step toward growth. So if you're feeling this right now, take a deep breath. Sit with it. Let it exist for a moment. And know that it's okay to feel lonely, even when you're surrounded. You are still seen. You are still valid. You are still a life in progress. Thank you for listening. If this resonated with you, maybe stick around. We'll figure this out together, one quiet thought at a time.